Hello YouTube, this is another video from Super Apple Forever. This is going to be part of the tutorials on how to use a Mac for Windows to Mac users. So this one's going to be on Safari, how to use Safari. Here's Safari on your dock. This is the default browser for Mac OS X. So when you get your Mac, it'll have Safari on it on the dock already. So just to open it, you just click it. And when you first open it, it'll have this little video like this. And it'll take you to your top sites. So that's okay. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is this right here. This is to show your history, bookmarks, bookmark menu, address book, bonjour, and RSS updates. Now history shows basically everything you've ever looked at. It'll automatically, I think it'll delete it after a month, but there's a way to change that to save it every time, to save it instead of deleting itself, it'll just stay there. So like let's say you want to go through what you've looked at, you can just scroll through all that and it'll show a picture, which is really nice. It doesn't always capture the picture for all of them, but that's really cool. You can go by date, things like that. So this is your bookmarks bar. This shows everything you have right here. This is your bookmarks bar on Safari. Also bookmarks menu. This is the bookmark menu on Safari right here. This is for maybe if you want to have something that you don't look at all the time, maybe every once in a while. Address book. Bonjour. Now this program is Bonjour is a program that allows you to share printers with Windows and Mac, but I'm not going to go into that. RSS updates, RSS feeds. This right here is probably what will happen when you open up Safari. That's the default setting. It'll take you to your top sites. Here you can also look at your history and a little bit of a better view. But this only shows, yeah, okay. So that's the history and the top sites thing. These are really cool. So the next thing is Safari preferences. This is the Safari preferences. This is just like the same as system preferences that control everything on your Mac. Every program will have preferences. Most of them do. Okay, so here's general. Just here you can choose your default browser. And before I go into that, I just want to say if you don't like Safari, there are a few other choices. Of course, you can have Firefox, Opera, and there's another one called Camino that's not very well known. Just Google it. What it does is it blocks. It doesn't do it automatically, but you can go in the preferences, and you can ask it to block Flash stuff and ads, and it works pretty well. Web pages load a lot faster, and even if you have an older PowerPC or an older Mac that doesn't run Flash too good, it'll have it load a lot faster. And then once you download or once something loads in Flash, it'll have a little play button, and you just click the play button, and then it'll load the Flash. And that's Camino. That's a really good browser, and Opera and Firefox. If there's a few others, just please leave them in the comments. Here you can choose your default search engine, Google, Yahoo, and Bing. Now here's something that I use when you first open up Safari. It'll open up the top sites, which sometimes takes a while to load. So I just have it open up an empty page because I don't really use this because I have all my bookmarks here. And when you open up new tabs, just an empty page. So I put it at an empty page. To put your home page, or here you can select what you want it to do, home page, things like that. Same here. Just set to current page or enter a URL. Here's what I was talking about with removing history stuff. manually 1 year, 1 month. I think it's set at 1 month defaultly, so I put it at manually so it'll never delete my history because I need to go back a lot. Um, Here's where you want your downloads to download. If you have a separate folder for that, you just click Other and it'll open up a Finder window. Remove download list. I have this at manual. Your downloads are right here. This won't be here with yours because probably this isn't here defaultly. So it'll show your downloads into, like, maybe if you want to look at something, you press this and it'll find it. Okay, so here's appearance. There's really not much there. Probably don't want to mess with that. Bookmarks, not much there either. Tabs. Here's another interesting thing to select. Um, Most of the time when you click on a link, it'll open it up in a completely new window, which can get really annoying after a while. So here you can just select it to open up in a new tab instead of a new window, which it saves a lot of time. When a new tab, yeah. So RSS, that's just when the check for RSS updates, things like that. Autofill, this is a cool feature. Um, what this does is it when you maybe if you're checking out on PayPal or putting in your address or something, it'll autofill it for you. To select something, um, you press edit and it'll take you to your address book. And if you have yourself in there, you can choose yourself. If you don't, then just add yourself into your address book. Here's security stuff, cookies, things like that. Expansions. This is a really cool feature. This is kind of like widgets on your Mac, but this is like widgets on Safari, but they're called expansions. This is only with Safari 5 on until Safari 6 comes out, but this only works with Safari 5, not Safari 4. Um, Here you can have things like Twitter right here. It will show automatic updates when you're browsing. Bing highlights. You can have things right here. eBay, if you're on eBay a lot. There's all these. They have Facebook, MySpace, I think. Yeah, Twitter. No, they don't have MySpace. Amazon, eBay, a lot of cool stuff. I think they have a YouTube one also. But yeah. One thing I want to mention though is they can get kind of annoying if you're doing something and then it constantly comes up with Twitter and Facebook stuff that can get kind of annoying. Um, so yeah, that's expansions. The last thing is um is advanced. There's really not much here. Um, so yeah, that's about it. Sorry, I accidentally opened front row. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about Safari or anything else, please, I forgot to mention one thing. One other thing is to customize your toolbar. You right click and customize toolbar. Here it'll come up with stuff. Maybe if you want autofill, just drag it there. If you want bookmarks bar, drag it to it's like stuff. And if you want it back to default, you just drag it, and that's how you customize it. Back and forward, things like that. That's what you do. It's a real cool feature. Um, so yeah, that's about it with that. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, any comments, please feel free to ask me. Either in the description or I'm sorry, in the comments or a private message or a video response. Anyone's fine. I can usually answer questions pretty fast. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe and please like.